Hey guys, today by popular request I'm going to be making a homemade pizza. We're going to start off by making the crust, of course, and that is going to be 1.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and half a cup of milk. So the first thing I'm going to do is put in the baking powder and salt into the flour, mix it thoroughly, and then add the olive oil and milk. And once it's all mixed together, I'll be forming the dough ball and letting it sit for about 10 minutes before we roll it out. So as you can see, I've got my pizza dough ball here, and we're gonna let it sit for 10 minutes and then roll it out. Okay, so I've got my pizza dough rolled out and on the pan. I'm going to put it in the oven at 350 for about 8 minutes before I put the toppings on. This makes about a 12-inch pizza, so if you want bigger, just double up on your ingredients, and then you can make a bigger, thicker pizza. But for this one, it's about a 12-inch pizza size, because my pan is big. And I will continue once the pizza crust is baked for 8 minutes. Okay, so I've taken my pizza crust out of the oven, and right now I'm putting the tomato sauce, tomato paste, spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce, whatever you want to use on here. I'm using a thick and hearty traditional spaghetti sauce because I think it has more flavor. And then I've got my toppings cut up over here, which I've cut up 1/4 of a bell pepper, 1/4 of an onion, 5 white mushrooms, about 6 black olives, and 3 fresh mozzarella medallions. So after I put my sauce on, I'm going to add the cheese and then the other toppings. I may have cut up too many toppings for this size of pizza, but it's better to have too many than not enough. I'm going to generously coat this sauce on here because I don't like pizzas with not enough sauce on them. They always feel lacking. But I'm just going to spread. I'm using, I don't know what you call this thing, a spatula, I guess. I usually just use it for cake frosting, but it's working nicely to spread this pizza sauce out on the crust here. The last time I made a pizza, I forgot to put baking powder and the crust was really flat. It was more like a flatbread pizza. I did end up putting an extra tablespoon of olive oil because it was too dry. Forgot to tell you about that. And I'm going to put the mozzarella. And we will not be stingy with the cheese either, because that's one of the best parts. I'm making a little bit of a mess here because I'm trying to hold my phone and do this video at the same time. That's why I couldn't video the entire process, but hopefully I was descriptive enough to walk you guys through it. Get it all the way to the edges here. And then I'm going to spread the toppings out. Please don't. We're babysitting Apollo again, and he apparently doesn't like the crate. And I don't want him barking in my video right now. So you hear Lane in the background talking to the puppy. I don't know if you can hear him or not, but I can hear him because he was outside with the other dogs. And they're a little excited to have a visitor. But as you can see, I'm just putting all my toppings on the pizza, and it looks really good so far. And yes, there's no meat on this one. Last time I did Italian sausage. The time before that I did pepperoni. This time I'm doing a veggie pizza, which are equally as good. The black olives, I'm going to leave some parts without them because Marissa doesn't like olives. So I'm not going to put it on. I'll put it on like 2/3 of the pizza. And these are the fresh mozzarella slices. That'll be good. Nice and melty. Alright. And there's my pizza, piled up with toppings. So I'm going to put this back in the oven for probably up to 15 minutes and let the toppings cook and stuff. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay guys, the pizza is done. It took about 12 minutes to finish it up, and I have sliced through it. Look at this. It looks so good. Ah, it's hot. Hot. Mmm. It's not in that drawer. I'm looking for my slice picker upper thingy, my jiggy. Look at that. Yum. Okay, so by request, I've made a pizza video. Hope you guys enjoyed it.